25. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Play action. Here's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. And this game, of course, held at the fabled Estadio Azteca, home to the Mexican national soccer team. Home to 2 World Cup finals, including Diego Maradona and the Hand of God goal in 1986. Look it up, kids. This is the final of 5 international games for 2022, as well as the 5th time a regular season game has been held here. The Cards and Niners actually played in the first of those games back in 2005, a 31-14 Arizona victory in front of an announced crowd of over 103,000. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. 32. Stafford now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now the number 8 rusher in the NFL last season, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 2nd and very short, Stafford, he's going to look deep for more. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's Lance to throw it. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. 11 yards for number 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Ready.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Lance again. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jalen Hurd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And middle.
From the 27, Stafford finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Ready.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 50, Stafford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Monday.
Again, it's Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Stafford. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it fourth down. On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. McLeod to return it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And that will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't,
he's got a man complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Lance. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
On first down, Lance. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense?
excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. A big play there by the rookie, an interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Here's McLeod from his end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handle it a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And now they'll throw with Lance. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Shotgun now for Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Lance. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's got it to about the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And some room to work. Touchdown, 49ers. But that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
Hurry!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last two drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. From the 31, Stanford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Abuka just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Double right!
They snap it to Stafford. Going deep for Hopkins. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gould to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say,
and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go now. Opposite. 3. Hut.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
19.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Nah, flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting, I'm gonzo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, he living solo. Vertebrae. I just broke into his place. It's chin in his face, yeah. Then I say is evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Gone, feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
For me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 crippin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to let me Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. Yeah. Sound like some superhero. Some black superheroes. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a bro like me. Military mind state and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Be the black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Be the black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's hell attention, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're gonna be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Be the black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Be the black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through, with the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do, with the insight to be equal. Note the sky needed a voice that finds reason to multiply people in the streets for the cause. Marching on Washington miners will be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call. That'll shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes to peek the villains in the dark. Power of resolution for a war would even start. The knowledge to build and grow where they live and take care of the kids and the older folk. The queen cause they need it most. Politics with the kings about economic growth. Cure PTSD cause mental health ain't a joke. Feed the hungry and dope. Everyone would know everywhere we go.
Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Be the black superhero.